So I've talked about this before on TikTok. My lawyer, who's been my lawyer for 27 years, has taught me from day one, don't lie. Never lie. Why? Because liars have to remember their story. Okay? So if you don't lie, there's nothing to remember. Just tell the truth. It's a great piece of advice. Lies also lead to other lies because you have to cover up your first lie. When rent relief today told Channel 12 in this interview that we were uncooperative with the rent relief, that was a lie. It can easily be proven because we have a portal on rent relief where we were paid 25 tenants rent through rent relief, 25 tenants. So how could we not cooperate when I got money from rent relief for 25 tenants? Rent relief sent the money to the wrong person. They're supposed to send it to us, and then they lie and say, oh, they didn't cooperate. That was the quickest, easiest, most uneducated, unprofessional answer this Hunsinger could come up with during the interview. And now it's going to come out because we're going after rent relief for our money, okay? And now it's going to come out. You lied. We got 25 tenants, so we did cooperate. Stupid ass.
A local organization is calling for change to the state's rental relief program created during the pandemic.
This after a landlord claims he's unable to get the money issued to his tenant for unpaid rent. 12 News consumer reporter Gina Marini has the details on why many say a change is needed. Gina?
Kim and Mike, the spokesperson says the Rhode Island Coalition of Housing Providers is asking for change with the Rent Relief RI program to help keep the process fair and balanced.
Program director had made it clear that
Andrew Butler, property manager for Elmwood Realty, says his West Warwick tenant received $12,000 from Rent Relief RI to pay unpaid rent.
the tenant has been provided the funds through a federal program to pay that back owed rent and clear an eviction from his record, and he's choosing to keep the check rather than pay it to the landlord where it was intended.
Court documents show Rent Relief RI processing employees made several attempts to reach out to the landlord but didn't hear back.
We pay the landlords in every instance where they agree to participate. When we pay the tenant directly, the landlord did not agree to participate.
Now, the Rhode Island Coalition of Housing Providers, an organization made up of landlords, is calling to change the program.
Under no circumstances should a tenant get paid any back rent, because that's not what this funding is meant for.
Hunsinger says because the federal treasury oversees the program and put rules in place, they would need to change the program.
We work very hard to keep people within the bounds of the program to do what they're supposed to do. Less than 1% of people who are not using the funds as intended.
And while Hunsinger says the program does benefit landlords, she says it was created with the goal of protecting tenants to keep them housed if they experienced a hardship from the pandemic. And we reached out to the tenant's lawyer to learn if the funds will be handed over to Butler, but have not heard back yet from the tenants. Gina Marini, 12 News.
So again, think about it. That Hunsinger lies. She got paid. By the way, she got paid with federal funds, with our tax money. She got paid to lie tonight, which is fine. I'm going to get my money. But see, now what's nice is, guess what? She's on the hot seat. It was on TV. In the real world, we all have somebody to answer to, whoever it may be, okay? But these people, like the judge and the one that Hunsinger who works for, they don't have to answer anybody. They get their paycheck every Friday, whether they do their job or not. She can be proud of herself. She got a job because she knew somebody. She works for state rent relief, okay? So she can sit there on TV and say we're uncooperative and still get paid for it. What she can't get, though, is pride. Pride of saying, I did a great job today, and go home and say, I did a really good job today. She doesn't have that. She can't get bragging rights for that. That's something that you earn by earning people's respect, by telling the truth, working hard, and gaining the people's respect. Same thing with the judge. He can't go home tonight saying, I did a great job today. He didn't. He didn't make a decision on holding, the kid in contempt, okay? So unfortunately, neither one of them can take pride in their job, and that's what it's all about. Taking pride. I worked hard today. I made the tough decision today. She went to work and lied, so she got paid for lying, and he went to work to not make a decision. So it's accountability. In this day and age, no one has accountability for their actions, okay? And, of course, the tenant who stole the $12,000, really right now he has no accountability because I'm going to get my money from the state. He gets to walk away with $12,000. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling that the judge in rent relief just gave permission to people to steal. That's what they did. That's all they did. Think about it. They gave permission to people to steal, and there's no accountability because they have no accountability.